Ooh, everyone, the Warriors pushed this series versus the Nuggets to a 2-0 lead for them. They're leading this series versus the Nuggets. They just get a win in game 2 here versus the Nuggets. They win 126-106, a 20-point win here for the Warriors. And look, knowing what we saw in game 1 and knowing what we just saw here in game 2, it's evident the Warriors are back. They really never left, just because we know they've had these injuries with Klay, Steph, and Draymond the past few years. But they're back, and they really never left, everyone. That team that was consistently making other teams angry is back, everyone. And look, should we just skip and hurry up and get to the Warriors versus Suns in the Western Conference Finals? Because that's honestly what it's looking to really shape up like right now, everyone. But really just watching this game, the Warriors were just having fun out there with everything they were doing on the offensive end and even the defensive end. They made the Nuggets absolutely flustered in this game. Jokic got ejected. Boogie and Will Barton were fighting on the bench. The Warriors just made the Nuggets want to pull the hair off their heads, everyone. And then look, the death lineup, and we all know it. Steph Curry, Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Andrew Wiggins. And credit to Steve Kerr for really unlocking it and putting it together, just like he always is, finding these death lineups with these Warriors teams. But look, to end the first half, it went on a 26-8 run. And look, to me, the 3-and-D ability that they have in this death lineup is what makes them so scary for me. They were able to get up and down the floor quickly. Their speed in this death lineup is something that I really like. But look, their 3-and-D ability is really scary, because you got 4 good defenders on the floor at the same time, with Klay, with Draymond, with Jordan Poole, and with Andrew Wiggins. And then they're all playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. And then the fact that you have Jordan Poole and Klay Thompson and Steph Curry as your shooters in this death lineup is absolutely crazy. The 3-and-D ability for me is what really gets at me for this death lineup, because it causes runs for the Warriors that have these large point differentials like we've seen the past 2 games with this death lineup. And like, it just creates so many big runs for them where they have way more points than the other team because of their ability to shoot and because of their ability to defend, and really defend in transition, which has been so good. And the transition offense was really incredible also. But look, it's not even the tallest lineup. Like, their shooters are making space for guys like Andrew Wiggins and Draymond Green to feast in the paint and in the mid-range game. And look, the floor spacing and playmaking that comes from Poole, Curry, Klay, Wiggins, and Draymond is just absolutely immaculate. Like, we need a nickname or something for this death lineup for the Warriors. Like, I've seen people throw out the Fast Five just because they're so good in transition with Poole, Curry, Klay, Draymond, and Wiggins. They're just so fast and really just get off to these runs so quickly. One thing I would throw out there is maybe the golden lineup is just one to put out there, but this death lineup is really scary right now, and it's something that you have to give credit to Steve Kerr for putting together. And look, their 3-and-D ability to me for this death lineup, the Fast Five or whatever you guys want to call it, the 3-and-D ability really stands out to me. But the fact that they can have 3 guards that can shoot out there at any point in the game together, or just on the floor at different times with Curry, with Poole, and with Klay, it's just crazy. They can just fire off at any point in the game, and they don't even have to be in the game at the same point. Steph, Klay, and Poole are all also playmakers too, who can create plays, create space, move off the ball. And then Draymond is also setting up plays, as we really just know Draymond to do, and also be a good defender. But look, the third quarter Warriors are also back. They scored over 40 points in the third quarter. The starters and the bench contributed to a bunch of third quarter points. And look, the third quarter Warriors was one of the things that made them really scary back in their golden days for that little 5-6 year run that they had between 2015 to like 2019 or something like that. But look, and then Steph Curry coming off the bench as a 6th man, just providing the bench with a quick surge when he gets off the bench. Now look, I'm not saying they should keep it, but it's a dang cool idea, because Steph is just coming off the bench, still scored 30 plus points, and then his plus minus was crazy. He had a plus minus over 30. It's just his impact off the bench, knowing that you can have your starters and Klay and Draymond have a big impact, and then you got to deal with Steph coming off the bench, which obviously isn't normal. But look, it's crazy and it's working. I'm not saying they should stick with it. Obviously, Steph, all-time great, obviously no brainer, he's a starter. but him as a sixth man, hey, it's working. And then, like, how is Jordan Poole not an MIP candidate? How is he not a most improved player candidate? Not only as a shooter, but his playmaking ability has just been crazy here in the playoffs for the first 2 games. And then we saw what he did in the regular season. And then look, for the Nuggets here, they just don't have enough talent for me or experience to really keep up with this Warriors team. This is going to be a clean sweep to me. It doesn't help that Jokic hasn't been playing well either, knowing that they don't have Jamal Murray right now, or they don't have Michael Porter Jr. right now. It just doesn't help. Also with his terrible plus minus that he has had for the first game and the second game in the series, and the fact that he got ejected, I just don't think the Nuggets have enough talent, enough pace, maybe enough defense, or really experience to really keep up with the Warriors, guys. But overall, for the Warriors, with that death lineup, and just with Toscano Anderson, with Kuminga, with Porter, and BAAACCCKKK, this team is playing complementary basketball, and it's really, really fun to watch, guys. And look, that's hard for me to say because I'm a Cavs fan. I've watched that 4-year run. Obviously, I'm not a Warriors fanboy or anything like that, but look, the Warriors are fun to watch, and they're back right now, and they're playing incredible complementary basketball. Steph, Klay, and Draymond, they're back, and then you got Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins really inserting themselves, guys. So look, this is going to be a clean sweep. I don't see the Nuggets really keeping up with the Warriors. The Warriors are going to continue to frustrate the Nuggets with the death lineup and everything else they do with Steph, Klay, and Draymond. This is just going to be a clean sweep. I'm sorry, Nuggets fans, but the Warriors are back, everyone. Tell me what you think about it down in the comment section below. Other than that, this has been Malik Hicks, aka the Ranker of the Ultimate Sports TV, signing off. Peace out, and I'll see you on the other side.